everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Tea and Tots Online.
Now we're going to sing Incy Wincy Spider. 1, 2, 3. Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. And now we're going to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You get your stars ready? 1, 2, 3. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Have you noticed all the spring flowers growing and the blossom on the trees as you walk around, maybe in the park? Well, now it's time for Nature Watch with Crystal.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Over the weekend, me and Malia went to South Norwood Lake, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And what did we see when we got there?
See the duck?
We saw the ducks, yeah? And do you remember what one of the ducks did? Did it go underneath the water?
That's on the water bubble.
Yeah?
I got that, I do.
Huh?
I got that. But I think the water the bubble. And it was a duck.
It was a duck, wasn't it? Yeah, we saw the duck blowing bubbles underneath the water and we said, what is that? And it was a duck that came up. So then after we looked at the lake, we decided to walk around it, didn't we?
Yeah.
And what did we see standing on the decks where the people go? We saw the geese. And they made the steps their home.
Yeah.
Did you want to open the gate and stand next to them?
Yeah.
You did? Oh, Mummy's scared of geese, so I wouldn't open the gate to go down there.
I would.
Then we kept walking through the park and we found a little den, didn't we?
Yeah.
And was that your pretend home? Yeah, so when we got there, some of the sticks had fallen down, so Malia was helping Mummy pick them all up and build her house again. And what was inside your house?
Toilet.
A toilet?
And that's the front room there. And the living room is there.
You had a front room and a living room inside your house?
Yeah.
Yeah? You also had a garden, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's why I peep out.
You were sweeping up in the garden?
Yeah.
So many messy leaves?
Yeah, that's why I peep it out.
Yeah? It was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we kept walking, didn't we? And then we found the playground.
Yeah.
Yeah? And what was in the playground?
Yeah.
Yeah, you found the xylophone.
Yeah. I used to do the cakey and I used to do it every day.
You wanted to do the shaky one?
Yeah.
That's pretty. Okay. So we had lots of fun in South Norwood Lake, looking at all the ducks, the geese. There were lots of dogs there, so many things to look at. One thing we didn't manage to see though was the green parakeets. So I encourage you all to take a trip to South Norwood Lake and see if you can find any of those green parakeets and maybe get a picture of them.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, thank you for listening.
Bye everyone.
A number of you had birthdays over the last few weeks, so join with us to sing happy birthday to Hezekiah, Zach and Joe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
We know that you enjoy making things, so now we have craft time with Crystal.
Hi everyone. Today, me and Malia are going to show you how to make rainbow crafts for St. Patrick's Day. Got a craft like this, and Malia, hold yours all the way up, and one like this with a nice pot of gold at the end. So the things you're going to need for this craft are some colourful card. You're going to need all the colours of the rainbow. Can you say them, Malia?
Red, orange, yellow, pink, blue, purple.
Yeah, and you'll also need some black card to do your pot at the end of the rainbow. I've already cut out our pot, so just like that. You're also going to need scissors, which Malia's already got, sellotape, some cotton wool for clouds, a stapler, and you might also need a pencil during this craft, which is why Malia's got one there. Oh yeah, and don't forget we need some, what's this?
Rubber.
Money.
And I got another money.
Alright, yeah you do. So we'll start with our blue piece of card.
It's got
This
it
should be
every day.
the sky, and then you're going to need to cut out strips for your rainbow. So we've got, what colours?
Red, orange,
Yellow, green, blue and purple. So what I done, I just drew a little line on the paper so that all my strips went on that line. And you're going to want to lay down your colours, so you'll start with red and then you'll put the orange just slightly overlap your red.
no yellow then.
No, red and orange.
No, red.
So you'll cut out your strips and you'll stick them down on the paper with your orange overlapping your red and so on, so eventually it looks like this. Next we're going to need to stick on our black pot. Do you want to help me stick the black pot, or are you happy cutting out?
I'll be cutting.
Yeah? So if you just get some sellotape, just turn it into a little circle. You're going to need 2 of these for your pot depending on how big it is. That's good cutting, Malia. Do you want to stick the pot down for me?
You.
Okay. So next is the fun bit. We're going to take our coloured strips. We'll start with purple and we're just going to fold them over. So we'll do this with all of them. Green, yellow, orange. That's really good cutting you're doing, Malia. And red. And then you're going to hold that in place. So I don't know if you want to hold that, and then your mummies and daddies can cut the sellotape and stick that across. So don't worry about if the sellotape's a bit messy or if your strips are all different sizes, because we can cover that up. So now your rainbow is going to be folded over like this. And next,
Is it backward?
so sometimes we think it looks a bit backwards, but does it look backwards on the camera because you've got red on the top?
Yeah.
You think it looks backwards? Oh. So next you're going to need some cotton wool. So we'll just rip that and turn it into fluffy clouds at the end of our rainbow. Let me turn this a bit so you can see. And again, you're just going to want some sellotape, fold it over so that we can stick on our clouds. Right, the last thing you're going to need to do is to stick some money on your pot of gold so it looks like there's gold at the end of the rainbow. So Malia, do you know where those pennies have disappeared to? Do you want to put the pennies on the pot of gold?
So I'm very
Malia
busy.
just wants to cut, she's very busy. So there's our pennies. And then we'll get some sellotape and we'll stick that down. And then once you've stuck it down, you're going to have a pretty blue piece of paper with a pot of gold and some fluffy clouds at the end.
What does it say?
Right, so next we're going to show you how to make the rainbow chain that Malia was holding up. So if you have your colourful cards, you're going to cut out strips and then you're going to take the first colour of the rainbow. Can you give me the first one, please? First colour's red. So your mummy or daddy is just going to fold it into a circle, get a stapler and just staple where the, push down with me, good girl, where the paper meets. Good girl. Right, what's the next colour?
Orange?
Yeah. So your orange, so the way I, give me the stapler please. So the way I done it, can you fold the orange through the red?
Yeah.
Stick it through the red. That's it. And then we're going to need the staple. Remember, Mummy does the stapling, okay? Because I don't want you to hurt your fingers. You can push down with me. 1, 2, 3, push. On the other side. 1, 2, 3, push. Right, what's the next colour?
I'm not going to hurt myself.
You're not going to hurt yourself. Can you put the yellow through the orange for me? Through the orange. There. That's it. And bend it round. Uh-oh.
I can't do
That's a
it.
sneaky yellow, isn't it? Right, can I have the stapler, please?
I
Malia, can I have the
won't
stapler,
hurt
please?
myself.
Yeah, but staplers are dangerous. You should always let the big person do it, alright? When you're a big girl, you can do it all by yourself. What's the next colour? Green? Oh, Malia. So the next colour is green. So if we put that through the yellow, please. That's it. Good job. Neat in the middle. Oh no! Cheeky green as well. Thank you, stapler. Could you get the blue ready, please? Oh, sorry. Alright, you'll help me with it. I promise you'll help me with the next one. Put the blue through. That's it.
Here you go.
Thank you, Malia. Right, put your thumb on top of mine. Push down. Good job. And the other side. Not yet, not yet. And push down. Good job. Right, so before you want to loop your purple one through the blue, you're going to need to get your pot of gold. So I've just cut out a pot and I made a hole in the middle. So Malia, could you put the purple through the pot, please? You want to look at the other one? Yeah, this one's going to look like that one, isn't it? So you'll stick your purple through the pot and then you'll stick your purple through the blue as well. Do you want to help me staple again?
Yeah.
You ready? Push down with your thumb. Yeah. And the other side. Good job. So the last thing you're going to need is to get some string so you can tie this and then you can stick it on your bedroom door or you can hang it from the ceiling. You can make lots of these and hang on the ceiling for St. Patrick's Day. So we'll just cut some string and then we'll make a knot through the red. Oh, sorry, I cut it already. Oh, that was horrible, wasn't it? I should have asked if you wanted to cut it. You can cut something soon, please don't cry. And there you are. You've got a nice rainbow chain with a pot at the end. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed watching how to make both of these crafts. Malia, would you like to say goodbye?
Bye.
It's springtime. For us as Christians, spring is a time when we celebrate Easter. Today's story is the first part of our Easter story.
The first Easter. A lady stood on the noisy hillside, her sad eyes looking up to a terrible scene. My son is dying. The mother was Mary, and she stood near the place where Jesus was nailed to a cross. How did all this happen? How could Jesus end such a beautiful life in such an awful way? How could God allow his son to be nailed to a cross, to die there? Did Jesus make a mistake about who he was? Did God fail? No, God didn't fail. Jesus hadn't made any mistake. Jesus always knew he would be put to death by wicked men. Even when Jesus was a baby, an old man named Simeon had told Mary, "Sadness lies ahead." A few days before Jesus was killed, a lady came and poured perfumed ointment on his feet. "She's wasting money," the disciples complained. "She's done a good work," Jesus said. "She did it for my burial." What strange words! After this, Judas, one of the 12 disciples of Jesus, agreed to betray Jesus to the chief priests for 30 pieces of silver. At the Jewish Passover feast, Jesus had his last meal with his disciples. He told them wonderful things about God and his promises to those who love him. Then Jesus gave bread and a cup for them to share. These were to remind them that Jesus' body and blood were given to bring forgiveness for sins. Then Jesus told his friends, "I will be betrayed, and you will run away. I won't run away, Peter insisted. Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times, Jesus said. Later that night, Jesus went to pray in the Garden of Gethsemane. The disciples who were with him fell asleep. Jesus prayed, "Oh my Father, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." Suddenly, a mob marched into the garden, led by Judas. Jesus did not resist, but Peter cut off a man's ear. Quietly, Jesus touched the man's ear and healed him. "My ear is healed." Jesus knew his arrest was part of God's will. The mob took Jesus to the high priest's house. There, the Jewish leaders said, "Jesus must die." Nearby, Peter stood beside the servant's fire and watched. 3 times, people stared at Peter and said, "You are with Jesus." 3 times, Peter denied it, just as Jesus said he would. Peter even cursed and swore. Just then, a rooster crowed. It was like God's voice to Peter. Remembering Jesus' words, Peter wept bitterly. Judas was sorry too. He knew Jesus was not guilty of any sin or crime. Judas took back the 30 pieces of silver, but the priests wouldn't take it. The priests brought Jesus before Pilate, the Roman governor. Pilate said, "I have found no fault in this man," but the mob kept crying, "Crucify him! Crucify him! Crucify him! Crucify him!"
We really enjoyed spending time with you today. We love to hear from you, so please do stay connected. Keep sending in the video messages, the prayer requests and the nominations for Star Zone. Stay safe until the next time. Bye.
Okay, children, lovely to see you all, and thanks for tuning in. We're going to say goodbye now. Should we get our clocks ready? And the clock goes tick-tock, the clock goes tick-tock, the clock goes tick-tock, it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye everyone, goodbye everyone, goodbye everyone, it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye.